find the right bag for your travel needs can be a headache sometimes, but not if you know which one is the best one for you. So you may have two comparable items. One may be way more than the other one at a higher price point, and is it that much better than the lower price point one? So today what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna compare the Nomad Lane, which does retail for $298, to the new Quince Voyage travel bag that is $128. So there is quite a bit of price difference. The bento bag has been around forever and it has been a bestseller. I've actually had this one for maybe 4 years now, and this one is a new one that I just picked up, and I'm trying to see if this one is going to be worth your money and if this one is going to compare to the bento bag, because I know the bento bag is a really good one. I have traveled with it before, and I think that it is nice, functional, and a great personal item. So today I'm comparing the Nomad Lane Bento Bag to the Quince Voyage Split Bag. Just right off the bat, I want to give you a few comparisons about price and colors and options that are available. So with the Nomad Lane Bento Bag, you actually get 9 different color choices, and this one is one that I picked up back when I bought it 4 years ago. I think it was a limited color. It's a plum of some kind, and so I don't think it's available anymore, but there are 9 colors to choose from, and it does retail for $298. So it's a pricier personal item. The Quince Voyage bag only comes in 3 different colors, but they did just introduce this, and what Quince is known for is if something's popular, they'll start adding more colors. So as of now, it only comes in 3 different colors, but it is just a fraction of the price at $128. So getting the price and the color options out of the way, what I'm gonna do is deep dive and show you side by side all the different compartments and how they may be similar and how they may be different. And then at the end, hopefully you can decide if you need to splurge on the Nomad Lane or if you could go with the more budget-friendly option with Quince. And Quince is really good about finding comparable items and being able to deliver on the same kind of quality, but at a more affordable price point. So both bags do come with dust covers. Okay, so let's just look at the front of the bags. Let me make sure I have them correct. Yes, these are the front of the bags. Okay, so on the Quince one, you do have this zipper pocket, and on the inside of this, if I can kind of show you guys, it's got a zipper pocket inside where you can put things in this mesh pocket, so cords, things like that. Then beside it, it has another cargo pocket, and then it has a key leash where you could hook your keys to. So that is all that's on the inside of this bag. Now, the Quince bag I did just pick up. I have not traveled with it. The Nomad Lane bag I have traveled with several times, so I do know the function of it, but I just wanted to basically give you the comparison of the details so you can better understand and see if they are very comparable. So on the Nomad Lane, you do have double zippers that zip all the way down to the sides of the front pocket, and this makes it for a little bit easier to get into. So the pocket on the front of the Quince one goes from one side to the other. This one on the Nomad Lane doesn't quite reach both sides, but you do have that really nice gusset on the side, as you can see, so you're going to be able to see the things in here easier and get your hands in here a little bit better. So this does have a strap that also has a key leash, and one of the things that I did notice is this is plastic on the Nomad Lane and the other one was a metal on the Quince. Then you have this stretchy pocket that's in the front, then you have 2 pin slots, and then beside that a smaller pocket. And then in the back, you do have 2 cargo mesh pockets. And then you have this one on the side that is a zipper. You have 2 mesh pockets, and they're kind of stacked with some more cargo pockets. And inside one of these cargo pockets, you do have this, which is going to connect to your power bank if you're wanting to travel with a power bank, and then you would hook your device to this part right here. So I do not see that the Quince one has that, so you just plug in your phone cord here, and then this is what's going to plug into your power bank, and then it has a little slot right here where your power bank can fit, as long as you don't have a super large one. And then that's just going to tuck right back down in there for easy storage when you're not using that cord. And you have a few more pockets that are on the inside. Smooth zippers on both of them. These have more of like an antique gold zipper, and these have more of that gunmetal style. Okay, so that was your front pocket. Moving on, let's talk about the handles. So these handles on the Quince are that rolled style handle, and to keep these together, you do have this small clip right here that will keep those together. And then on this one, these are more of a leather style. On one side, they have that canvas and they are a little bit wider. And then to clip these, you do have that wider with 2 clips that are also in that leather material to keep these together as well. Let's just go ahead and move on to the back of this one before we get to the inside. So for the Nomad Lane, you do have the zipper where you can put anything that you want to inside of this one, and then it does have the trolley sleeve that will go through that will go over your suitcase. You do have this snap closure, and you can put something down here and use this as a pocket, but it's not going to be a zipper, so you're going to have to make sure that it's not something that's going to fall out of this one. And then to make this a trolley sleeve, then what you have to do is unzip the bottom of this one, and then this will go over your suitcase. But if you are using this as a trolley sleeve, then you can't use this as a pocket. On the side of the Quince, you do have this where it will zip, and then you can put a water bottle in here. It's not going to be a substantial water bottle because, as you can see, it's not very big. And then it does have the D-rings, and it does come with a crossbody if you want to carry it crossbody. The Quince one does the same. It does have your D-rings here on the side under this zipper. So let's go ahead and open the very front pocket. Turn it around so you can see. These straps are really getting in the way. Okay, so the front of this, you're going to have 2 zipper pockets. As you can see, this very front section has 2 zipper pockets on both of them. Now, when I purchased my bento bag, it came with 2 separate organizers, and I think they still do that, where this one is the clear, so you can put all your liquids in here for TSA if you want to do that. It has this little handle on the top of this. That fits exactly in one side of this bag, which is really nice. And then this is more like of a tech bag, things like that. You've got this strap, and then this cargo pocket, and then this mesh zipper here. And when it zips around, it will also fit in the other side. So the 2 pockets as you have in the front, which kind of divide themselves down on one side and the other, these bags that come with the bento bag will fit in that area very securely, and it's like they were meant for those 2 bags. So on the Quince bag, you have those same 2 zippers on each side. I did not see that these came with additional bags, but you do have those 2 separate areas. Then we're going to go into the next zipper area, which is that middle section here. So on this middle section of the bento bag, it opens completely flat, as you can see. So on one side, you've got the mesh zipper area, and that goes into where those 2 zippers are that I first told you. So you've got your 2 pouches right here if you want to put those in there. Then this side over here has some stacked pockets where you can fit laptops. So you have a padded area here in the front, and then a second padded area. You can fit a laptop and an iPad both in this side right over here. And then it has your Velcro zip to zip it together. So that's what's on the Nomad Lane. Now let's go ahead and look at the Quince one. So this one again has that double zip. It's going to zip all the way around and open the same way. Here's your crossbody strap for the Quince one. So when you open this one side, as you can see, it's exactly the same as that one where it has those 2 pouches, the 2 zipper pockets I showed you just recently. And that is on this side right here that has the mesh pocket. Then when you go on this side, this has snaps instead of Velcro, which again is a little bit more expensive having snaps than Velcro, but yet this is the more expensive bag. The hardware is a little bit better on this Quince so far. So you're going to have this padded area right here. Now the only difference that I can see is in the bento bag, you can fit an iPad and a laptop. I think it's a 15-inch for both of these in this bag. On this bag, you've got 2 mesh pockets in the front. So this is not all the way across like the bento bag. This one is divided down. So you're not going to be able to fit an iPad, but you can fit a Kindle, and then you have your snap closure for this middle opening part. So they both open the same way in that middle section, and they are both very similar. And then now let's go ahead and go into the last zipper area. So this one has just a single zip, and this is where I keep my crossbody strap for this one. And then you have this additional bags that are good for shoes if you want to put shoes in there or anything wet to keep it separate. Okay, so in this section, it's just one big opening, and it is padded on this one side, which is where the back of the laptop would be, and it's kind of padded on the other side, which I like as well. It's got this light gray lining on the inside, so you've got the same double zippers on the back of this one, and it's very similar. This has a dark lining so you can't see as much on the inside, but this almost has like a waterproof, wipeable lining on the inside, and that could be good, I guess, if you want to keep wet stuff over here. If you have anything wet, keep it away from your technology, but that is right behind the laptop, so I don't know if I would do that or not. But that's basically everything to compare these two. I'm going to come back in just a moment and give you my final thoughts, but there is one thing that I did want to mention on the back of the Quince. It also has this little pocket on the top that fits about my hand. It's about the size of my hand, so I think that this might fit a passport possibly. If you want to just throw your passport in this little area right here to keep it separate from everything else. For me, the front pocket, I do like the bento bag a little bit better because it has that gusset. You can get in there a little bit easier, and there's lots more organization on the inside of this. The thing I liked about the Quince was this area is a little bit bigger in the front, and it does have metal hardware as opposed to this one had the plastic hardware. Then as far as the handles go, I actually like the Quince handles a little bit better. I like a rolled handle a little bit better because it's got that structure. These just kind of lay flat, and to me, I don't like the handles as much on the bento bag. Then I do like the fact that it does have this clip in case you have like a smaller pouch you want to add to this, then you can do that. And I do love the fact that it has the charging station for the power banks. I don't think that this is useful on the side for the water bottle pocket. That's just something I won't use because I always use a refillable one, and I don't think my swell will fit in there. And that's one of the smaller ones that I'll use. Then as far as the section that opens and lays completely flat, I do like that the bento bag has a place for the iPad and the laptop, and both of these are going to fit the same size laptop. As far as the back pockets go, that very last zipper section, they're almost identical, so there's nothing really special about one over the other one. Then when you turn it around to the back, I like the fact that the bento bag has the pocket at all times. You don't have to zip it to be able to use the pocket. So that's basically my comparisons on what I like about each one of these bags. And I would love to know your thoughts. If you have either one of these, which one do you like better? If you have the bento bag, do you really think it's worth the money? I would love to know in the comments, and then other people can see other people's perspectives. I'm just sharing with you my perspective and what I like and don't like about each one of these bags. But as far as the material on the outside, this feels more like a wipeable material. This one feels like it could stain a little bit more. I mean, I've traveled with this one, put it under the seat in front of me, and haven't gotten anything on this one, but this one feels like it would be a little bit easier to clean. So let me know your thoughts. After seeing the comparison, do you think the bento bag is worth the extra money, or do you think the Quince is really a great affordable option for a personal item? So I hope this video was helpful, and if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Also, if you love travel tips and fashion videos, then please consider hitting that subscribe button. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day and happy travels.